Okay, and so next we have a relative of one of our awardees, one of the legendary people in this community from years ago, Mr. Sweet. So Jim, I know you coming to accept the award for Mr. Sweet, our first attorney here. I knew him well. He was my attorney at one time. So how do you feel having, been here in the time when we can now accept this legacy of the accomplishments that, Mr. Sweet presented to this community? Because, he did a lot.
Well, Webster was sort of unorthodox in many ways. He was a very generous person.
Very generous. He did a lot of things for nothing. I mean, he would recommend, he would support people and, what do they call it, represent them all the time.
I think he almost coined the word pro bono.
Pro bono, yes, he probably did.
Webster was also highly educated, but he was a common person. Very much
everyday common man, but yet intelligent and smart
and giving.
Yeah, and giving. Yes.
I guess maybe I can't say I envied him, but because we come from the same family.
You got the same DNA, so
same DNA.
Yeah. So whatever's there with him is also there with you, for sure, right?
But he had a way of presenting himself and whatever the topic was about in a manner that would be easy for people to understand, but at the same time have some sort of comedy side of it, a comical side.
He was a man that kept records, right? He kept records of the different things that was happening in San Jose, so which is remarkable to me.
Actually, what happened is that Webster came to San Jose, but I came to San Jose actually to live before Webster came.
Oh, did you really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Clifford and I, my younger brother, was going to San Jose State. At the time I came, I hadn't been in the military. I got in the military and came to San Jose because West was in San Francisco.
Oh, okay, he was there
and
first.
Clifford was trying to go to San Jose State, my other brother, who was an attorney. And I came initially in 1961.
In the early days, the pioneer days of black people in San Jose, right?
Well, yeah, because there was.
There were people here already, but that was during the time when black people started to excel. More and more educated people started moving into the area. Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
It was much, but in the early stages of the civil rights struggle, Webster got involved. Got me involved. I think it got many people involved.
A lot of people.
Particularly if you grew up in the South, because the atmosphere was totally different and more receptive in terms of I was just more tolerant, I guess.
Right. And then where did you grow up? Where was it?
I grew up in Jupiter, Florida.
In Florida, okay. I know a lot of people came from Oklahoma and Texas and Louisiana, but I didn't know where Mr. Sweet you guys came from. So in Florida.
Yeah, Florida. And I came from a family of 9 kids.
Oh, wow.
Webster was, I think, number 4, I believe. And I'm down at number 7.
Okay, one of the younger brothers, huh?
I had 5 sisters. And I had my father's name was George Washington Sweet.
George Washington Sweet.
And he thought he was George Washington, the president and the general, truly.
Well, at that time, we named our kids someone that we admired and wanted our kids to emulate. So we named them names like that.
I don't know exactly. My father had, he was a very strict man. and had quite a effect on us. So Wester ran away from home twice because my
Was
father.
it so strict?
Yeah, he was
But
strict,
I think
no
that a lot
question.
of times they had to be
But-
strict, right?
That's-
They had to be.
that
Yeah.
too, but I think Wester felt that he was taking on, well, not taking on a burden, taking on a job he didn't want, but my father was giving it to him, and he was a very pointed person. But my father had been very active in this little rural community we grew up in called Jupiter, Florida. He was
He was active in civil rights movement there.
Well, no, it sort of predates the civil rights
Okay,
struggle.
he was an activist. He was an activist.
Activist,
yeah.
But in the community we lived in, it was just like Jupiter, Florida. He was over the PTA. He working with the Red Cross, just doing lots of things. And I think, if anything, that might be partially what motivated Wester to go into law.
Well, you know what? I think tonight I want to find out two things. So who did you bring with you to help celebrate this event? Oh, you brought your nephew.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
And myself.
And yourself. Well, I just want to thank you for coming to accept this award and then your brother, who was awesome in this community. And also, I want you to have a really good time. A really great time here tonight, meeting everybody, because you know there's going to be a lot of congratulations and all that.
I haven't seen anyone, very few people, that came to San Jose in the era at the time I came. It's been a long.
So what year was that when you came?
1961.
Okay, we were already here.
You already here?
Yes.
Okay.
And you came in 1955. And the Cannons were here before. They came in 1936.
The who?
Cannons.
Cannons.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, and the parishes came in 1955.
Leo English and.
Yeah, Dr. English, he was our, family physician at one time.
Yeah, okay.
And, Mr. Sweet was an attorney of mine and when very young age. So you go way, way back.
Yeah, I have to say this, that Wester was unafraid, I guess. Maybe when he ran away from home a couple of times.
They gave him this, if he can get away with that at home, the world did not threaten him, right?
No, I imagine that's what his position was. But I think also when we got here and found out, now we're not in Florida anymore. We're not facing the Ku Klux Klan anymore. We're not per se having to deal with that. But we got here and found a more subtle type of.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't blatant like it was. Like you can't go here, and there was no signs, but
I can tell you when we couldn't live north of Heading Street.
Exactly.
I know that you probably don't. Maybe you do. There was trying to think of the mental institution that was
Agnews. Was it Agnews? Yeah.
And there was
Reagan closed that down, remember?
Huh? Yeah.
President Reagan.
He did.
Yeah. No, he was the governor at that time.
Right. But what I found interesting is the city of San Jose. Initially, they didn't think they had a problem with housing. And when we first asked them to review it, they said we don't know anything about discrimination in San Jose. And so they said we'd have to go out and make surveys and come back with information that proved our case.
Yeah, exactly. I remember that. Yeah.
What I found interesting at that point was that there were not very many people, that is, Caucasians, who I guess believed it existed. And the city sure didn't believe it existed.
Exactly, because nobody had brought it forth. I mean, people just accepted the boundaries that they were
Right,
living in, so
that's
there
right.
was no reason to really think. But I just want to, I know we're going to be interviewing other people,
Yeah, yeah.
and I just want you to say, I want to thank you for sitting down with me, and then have a great time tonight.